is this big sick or little sick? I would argue this is big sick. Well, first of all, even if, for example, you just went by heart rate, 173 is big sick till proven otherwise. And then, so if we've got big sick now, we got to do rate 173, too high, cool. Now we have to sort out the rhythm on step number 3. So what you have to do is you have to go down and see, is it wide or narrow? And it's wide. Is it fast or slow? Fast. And the last question is it regular or irregular? So what I do, and honestly, this is still true, you can use calipers, you can use making a line, drawing a line, whatever, or you can use tools, whatever you need to do to figure out that the distance is different. Okay, so the distance here, different than here, so this is not regular. Therefore, we have a fast rhythm that is wide, that is irregular. Now, here's our 3 differentials, okay? VTAC, and most everybody says it's VTAC, and I see why. Because if you have a fast, wide complex, VTAC should be your go-to, right? So VTAC's on the differential, so is SVT, and so is AFib with RVR. AFib is irregular, and AFib is fast with RVR, okay, with rapid ventricular response. So if you go over here and you're like, oh, well, I know VT is regular, so that can't be VT, and I know that SVT is regular, so that can't be SVT, then it must be AFib with RVR. But then how do you explain the wide complex? Well, there is actually, the electrical impulses are taking a different pathway down the ventricles. So what's actually happening here is this patient has an underlying Wolff Parkinson's white. Okay, so what you'll hopefully notice is that the beginning of the complex looks slurred here, and there's a delta wave. And so if we miss this and gave this patient adenosine, because some people have said, I just like to slow things down to see what it is, right? That's not the right answer here, because if you give this patient adenosine, you could do basically what's called a clean kill. If you kill the AV node, the impulse has no other way to go but down from the SA node down to the ventricle.